Now, when we think about skin health, most of us think about what we put on it. Creams, serums, sunscreen, very important. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what if the real question isn't what you're applying to your skin? What if it's what your skin is being built from? Because skin is living tissue. It reflects your metabolism, your hormones, your stress levels, your sleep, and your inflammation levels. Let's start with blood sugar. This one surprises people. When blood sugar spikes regularly, often from refined carbohydrates kind of eaten by themselves, it doesn't just affect energy, it can affect the actual collagen fibres. These are the structural proteins that give skin its firmness and elasticity. And over time, repeated spikes can make these fibres less flexible. I'm not saying necessarily to eliminate carbohydrates. It's about stability. If you eat carbohydrates alongside protein, healthy fats and fibre, glucose enters the bloodstream more slowly. Energy is steadier, and that steadiness supports collagen integrity over time. If you experience that mid-afternoon crash and then reach for something sweet just to keep functioning, your skin is experiencing the same fluctuations as well. Okay, now let's talk inflammation, because inflammation isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it shows up more subtly: redness, puffiness, sensitivity, breakouts that linger longer than they used to. Modern diets are heavy in industrial seed oils, corn, beans, soya, sunflower, canola, and they're often in packaged and takeaway foods. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which aren't necessarily bad. We need them, but the issue is the proportion, because many modern diets contain far more omega-6s than omega-3 fats, which are the ones found in oily fish. When omega-6 intake is disproportionately high compared to the omega-3, the internal balance can tip towards inflammation. And the skin often reflects that shift. Including oily fish can help that balance. And, quite frankly, sometimes it's easier just to add the omega-3 supplement. It's more practical. Now, the goal isn't fear about this, it's about balance. Okay, let's talk the gut. If you've ever noticed that stress or digestive upset triggers a flare-up in your skin, it's not coincidence. The gut and the skin communicate through immune pathways. And when digestion is unsettled, the skin can mirror that irritation. Supporting gut health often comes back to basics: vegetables, fibre, hydration, and reducing the reliance on the highly processed foods. Lectins, which are naturally occurring proteins found in legumes and grains and sugars and some vegetables, are also discussed in this space. For most people, properly soaked and thoroughly cooked legumes and grains are well tolerated. But some people with sensitive digestion may also notice that these foods don't feel great. There's no universal rule. Pay attention to your own body's patterns. All right, now we're going to talk about women specifically and those hormones. Estrogen supports collagen production, skin thickness, and the retention of moisture in the skin. And as estrogen fluctuates and declines in perimenopause and menopause, dryness, thinning, and increased sensitivity can be noticeable. Now, that's biological. It's not a failure of skincare or of you. Supporting your skin at this stage includes adequate protein, vitamin C, healthy fats, and strength training to support the overall metabolic health. Topical products can support comfort, but they can't replace internal support. All right, so sleep. Skin repairs itself at nighttime. If sleep is short or fragmented, those repair processes are disrupted. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which can contribute to breakouts, slower healing, and reactive skin. Inside out skin health includes nervous system care, time outdoors, gentle movement, consistent sleep, and space to breathe. These don't come in expensive jars, but they work. Okay, so collagen supplements. There is research suggesting that hydrolyzed collagen peptides may support skin elasticity in some people, but it's not magic. Your body needs adequate protein, vitamin C, zinc, and a relatively calm internal environment to build and maintain collagen effectively. If inflammation and blood sugar swings are constant, adding a supplement alone is unlikely to transform your skin. So go with the foundation of food first and then the extras second. And instead of asking, what should I put on my skin? Ask, what is my skin being built from? Skin cells renew constantly. They're built from the nutrients you absorb, the fats you consume, and the environment that you create internally. When the internal environment is supported, the skin often becomes more resilient. Not flawless, resilient. And resilient skin is strong skin. Skin health isn't seasonal. It reflects cumulative patterns, balanced meals, stable blood sugar, whole food fats, adequate protein, hydration, sleep, stress regulation. Small daily habits matter. And the mirror reflects more than moisturizer. It reflects what's happening inside. Support the system, the skin will follow.